Hey,
Ah,
beautiful lady.
You look all so beautiful, so radiant. Can't even say like, wow.
Hi,
Alessia,
ladies.
welcome
Hi,
here.
ladies. Thank you so much. So happy to be here.
Where do you come from? Also Dubai?
No, I'm from Vienna. I came to the first meeting with my friend Monica. She introduced me to you at your house.
Yes,
Yeah.
true. Yes. Oh, great.
Yeah.
So fine. So we, Karin and I, we wanted just to open up everything and go over our comfort zone to make such a topic in English and to introduce you. This kind of food, nourishment, living style, energy happening that we have detected for us. So we will, if you like, we will bring you through the whole flow, and then you have the possibility to ask questions and we can go deeper into it. But important is that you know what is keto, what can I do for this, and do I feel it's the right way for me to nourish my body?
Hmm.
And I would start. We prepared a little presentation, some slides. If Andrea shares the screen sharing with me.
Yes. Have I given you the right?
Not yet.
Okay. Sorry for that. You will
Yeah,
get
now
it
it
now.
comes. Yes. Okay, so let me share. Why are you not sharing?
Karin made great presentation yesterday, and she also translated it into English so that everyone can understand it. Even if we speak not that English, that helps. We sometimes have to use also the DeepL translator for the very
Yes,
special
please.
vocabularies.
No,
Sorry,
everything is wonderful. I'm so grateful for the opportunity. I follow you in the Deutsch one and some things, but this is wonderful. So I'm very grateful for that.
we
That's
try our level best to make the translation as good as possible. So if there are any mistakes, sorry for that. But you can also tell us, then we can quick fix it. Good.
sometimes our words are magic. We don't understand it even.
Yes. So, Andrea, maybe you want to start.
Yes. So I'm so happy and so grateful because my prayers were answered by my guiding light, Maitreya Dada Shriji. So a very short story, we will come later to it. But since 7 years, I'm praying almost continuously to my divine, giving me and showing me the path how to lose weight and to be healthy again. Because I went into a phase of my life with 50 plus, the menopause and the hormones and everything. So whatever I did, I was sleeping, and next day in the morning I had 1 kilo plus. I haven't eaten more. I have done as healthy as I could. I nourished my body vegan, vegetarian, without meat, everything with biological. I tried my very best, ate fruits, all this, and I gained weight and weight, and I got very sick, sick with the high blood pressure from 180 to 120. I almost thought I'd die now. I was crying because I was really searching but couldn't find anything. So I almost lost hope, you see, after 7 years. And then I got the solution. And when I got the solution, I will later go into it. There was this is it now for me. I will do it. And I sent it out and I called Karin, and Karin said, I do it with you. And so it started that we are now in the moment the Keto Sisters. We will change this name again because we have also men with us. So we will change this name and we will make a big keto family. So you will get now the information about what is keto, what is the normal way of eating for most of the people, and what is this keto thing, what is how to do it, What are the benefits of it? How do I start with it? What do I shop? What kind of recipes I have? And is there any kind of help? And at the end, we will make the questions and answers. So who are we now? In a moment, we are two. We will grow for sure. So my background is I am a specialist for all the psychic things. So when there are emotions, when there is a family struggling, when there are any kinds of problems in the energetic or physical, psychical level, I'm there because since more than 35 years, I'm helping people to come out of their childhood traumas, childhood patterns, family patterns, and especially food is the family issue because you have to eat what your family is eating. Only then you belong to them. And I will support you on this part. And Karin, you can introduce yourself.
Yes, for those who know me, Karin Sheikh, I'm a nutrition coach beside all the other things I'm doing. My background is in nutrition. I studied not studied yet on a university level, but in a certified diploma way nutrition coach. So where you learn everything about how the body functions, how the metabolism functions, what carbs you need, what everything what you need to be healthy, what you can do when you have any diseases, but not in a medical way. So as a nutrition coach, you are allowed to give suggestions when it is about nutrition, but you cannot, like a doctor, say what to do against a disease. But what we know from science is that nutrition is medicine. There's a saying also, let nutrition be your medicine and let medicine be your nutrition. And as we also learned from Maitreya Dadashrichi, nutrition is the game changer also in your spiritual life. And when your body is healthy and we become what we eat, then we can have such a good and healthy life. So that is my part in our keto family, to help with nutrition plans and other things which are nutrition related.
That's so great that we are together now, all together. I don't know where you come from, all of you. Maybe you want to write into the chat. I know now Hind is coming from Dubai, now in the moment where you are. Alessia is coming from Vienna. And where is Anita and Manjusha? Manjusha is from Switzerland now, right? You are now in Switzerland, Manjusha, or in India? You can write it into the chat, it would help. And Anita, where do you come from? In the moment where at home. Yeah, best in the chat, so you can open the chat and you can write it down, or you open your Assam, India. That's really good. Oh, we were talking, Anita. We were writing, right? That's it. Yes, so happy. Yeah, via Facebook, we were in contact last year. So great. Happy to see you here. So now you see my former self, mom of 4 children. I had given 4 children birth. So I was never that volumized like I'm there on the picture. It happened after the children, years after, in the moment of 50 plus and the hormones and the disaster. So the picture you see on the left side, the second one where I'm sitting on the boat, this was in the summer, last summer, in August. This was the highest level. I'm 168 centimeters tall and I had 82 kilograms. I never had that at the beginning of the birth of my children. I was always below, but now this happened. And also the picture on the right side with this volume face, yeah, this was where I was on TV in a show, and I was talking about Maitreya Dadashrichi, my guiding light, And at that time, it was really hard for me to go also into TV and to show my body what was coming out of it after all these years. But still, I was in my mindset in that way, as I said, well, I have to love myself and accept myself, no matter how the body is, no matter if I'm healthy or not, if I'm slim or not, I have to be in love with me. And this I learned in 7 years. And in the moment where I accepted exactly my body, what it is and how it is, the solution came into my life. And I started on the 8th of September last year. I took the decision. I start with keto vegetarian. And in 1 month, from 8th of September to 8th of October, I lost 10 kilos. 5 kilos were only water. Water stored in my body, in my face, in my fingers. I couldn't wear the wedding ring anymore. I didn't fit into my shoes because everything was filled, the tissues were filled, sucked with water. And 5 kilos I lost from the fat on my body in the first month. And after 3.5 months, I had now my dream size. So I can stop it, but I don't want to stop it. And I lost 17 kilos. With all that I'm happy. I have a lot of energy. I have no high blood pressure thing anymore. The joints, they are not aching anymore. So all these things that are coming with overweight and the wrong food, this went away. And I'm so happy about that I want to inspire you and want to give you motivation to, if you feel it's the right thing for you, it's not for everyone, to join us and to make you experience how easy it is with the right nutrition to get into the divine shape again, into your true also body shape, not only true self, but also body shape.
Thank you, Andrea. This still I get goosebumps when you talk about that. And I could see you because we are in close contact. So I do see Andrea, and every time when I see her, she is getting slimmer and slimmer, but in a happy way. And when I joined, it was quite after Andrea started, maybe 2, 3 weeks later. And I was asking myself, where's the catch? Where's the catch? Can't be. I mean, losing so much weight as a nutritionist, I heard, but we didn't learn that. When I studied that, we didn't learn about keto and how it works. And I myself, I was also way too heavy. Whenever I was looking in the mirror, I didn't feel comfortable. But as Andrea also was telling myself, this is how I am. Maybe I'm in my mid 50s. I'm getting 57 now. This is life. You're getting old. You're getting old woman. Old woman look like that. With all these diseases, I couldn't really walk so good anymore because I had so much inflammation in my joints that it was really hard. And then I was thinking, I was researching a lot, and I didn't find anything bad about it. Exactly the opposite, and we will talk about that later from a nutrition and science background. Why it is also a really healthy way of living. But within 1, 2 weeks, my whole body changed. I didn't lose so much weight yet. I was losing now 7 kilos, which is also a lot. There was not so much water stored in my body, but all the inflammation are away. And I can bend down, I can reach to my toes, I can sit longer, drive longer. So it is not only that you lose weight, but your whole body feels so much more power. I can work more because I have so much more power. And being an entrepreneur running companies, that is an asset. Having more power, being more sharp in brain is really also an asset, which is just a side effect.
Yes, and I want to add something for this. I've seen my special doctor that has my confidence. And she said to me, Andrea, you and your family, also my children already, you have all a fatty liver. So this is not good. You have to change something. And I said, what can I change? I eat so healthy. I eat only fruits. I eat only that what I feel, what I've read, what somebody told me. And she said at that time, I didn't know keto at that time. She said, stop eating that much carbs, stop eating sugar. And I said, yes, I'm doing that. There is almost nothing like that. But it was not keto. What I was eating a lot of fruits because I thought fruits are so healthy. One watermelon for the whole family. It was one dish and this fruits and that fruits, and this is sugar, sugar, sugar. And as Karin had, I had pre-diabetes, so it is not diabetes, it's not diagnosed, but when your insulin level is very high and you can't lose fat, body weight, you have pre-diabetes. And this is an alarm sign because every sickness coming from that showed up. So it showed already up that there are inflammations in the gut, that there is inflammation, silent inflammation somewhere in the body. The blood showed it that there is something not very good in the blood happening. That when I was getting up in the night, walking to the toilet, to the washroom, I was so stiff, I had really pain in my ankles. I had to go, and after that, I could move it again. I felt like 90 years old, and I'm 56 now. And some other things like high blood pressure is the result of insulin, too much insulin, the wrong food. And because I got the information and the experience out of keto, I'm so excited to share it with you all that you never lose hope. You can make it with the right nutrition. So, what is keto, Karin?
Yes, just one thing to add. I was just remembering when you were sharing your story. I'm living close by an elderly home, and there these old ladies walk with this walker, not a wheelchair, but these walkers. I don't know if this is the right translation, where you can also sit, you walk. And always when I saw them, I was thinking that will be me very soon. And being in the mid 50s, I was feeling crazy and I was really afraid of it. And this is completely gone. So, yeah, that's cool. So, what is keto? What is
Oh,
this?
Karin, one thing I have to add something.
Yes.
I had so many things are coming in my mind. I had those thinking issues. I don't know if you know, if you feel it yourself. I couldn't remember. I couldn't speak words. I thought I have dementia. I have Alzheimer's already, the beginning of a brain disease, because I felt like my mom with 83. When she is losing words, I say, okay, she's an elderly woman. But when I lose words and I don't remember what I've said 1 minute before, then my alarm signals were ringing very loud. And everything of this is gone now. My brain is sharp again. I remember again. So body will be very, very happy if you give him the right food. So now we can make what is keto.
Yes. It is more than just a diet. It is a way of nutrition. You can use it as a diet for a time period, but you can also do it long term or forever if you want. There's no such thing as that you have to only make it short time, like fasting. You can't fast forever. Not yet. No eating. But keto is something which you can also do long term. And simple saying is it is a way of eating where you learn your body to use fat instead of sugar. Sugar is carbohydrates as an energy source. And this is where you slowly reduce carbohydrates, sugar from your food, and at the same time increase fat. And the body learns then how to use that. And the flip side is that with all these health advantages which Andrea just shared, the body is getting much more efficient, because that is actually our natural way of eating. Our ancestors were using that way of diet or this way of nutrition for survival. That is a very normal thing. So this is nothing artificial to learn the body. It is a very natural thing. And Andrea, maybe you want to share this, because you're the mother, I'm not, about how it is when you give birth to a child and about the child.
It's so great. When a child is born, every one of us is born in complete ketosis. This is our birth state. We are born with a lot of energy and very healthy. And this child stays in ketosis till the moment where the mother stops breastfeeding and is giving this sugar thing, this artificial milk, and with a lot of sugar in it. Also, mothers, this is very interesting, mothers that give birth, even if they have eaten a pizza before the birth, they switch. The body is so intelligent, so intelligent that it shifts into ketosis. So the body knows if you need a lot of energy for an unpredictable time, then go into ketosis. It is also the state of long fasting. So when somebody made a fasting retreat, or as you know, Hind, in the time where
Ramadan.
you are fasting, yes, the body switches into ketosis. And if you live, for example, like I do now, eating keto and fasting, 16 hours and 8 hours eating, then your body gets completely cleansed up. Completely. Because also, to add to the sicknesses, many doctors prescribe go on keto when you have any kind of cancer. So keto is this nourishment without sugar that the cancer cells don't get food, because they live from sugar. So if you strictly cut out sugar and carbs, the body gets naturally healthier than before. So ketosis is our natural state, and we had a very interesting talk with another nutrition coach, and she said she studied in Africa. There are the Maasai in Kenya, around Kenya, and they are named as the most healthiest people in the world. And she studied what do they eat, because there were also studies about the blood, how the blood looks like, and how are the organs functioning. And she said it was so astonishing. They are all the time in ketosis. So the world and the World Health Organization and other organizations and doctors sometimes tell us we have to eat much more carbs and much more of this and this and that. And that what is naturally there, we forget. And now we bring it back into the field, into the knowledge field. There is something that is very natural, and it's keto.
So, a brief overview. I don't want to go too deep into science. If you're interested, please call me, text me, but just on a surface level, what is the difference between glucose metabolism and ketosis, which is the fat metabolism? In one sentence, if you imagine a car can have either a diesel engine or a petrol engine, right? So if you feel diesel in the petrol, it will not work, and the other way will also work. And you can't put the same at the same time. So you can put either diesel or petrol. And you can imagine the same for our body. Our body, the little cells which we have in every part of our body, has a little engine that is like in the cells itself. And that is the engine. And this engine, same as a car, also needs energy. And this energy, surprise, surprise, comes from food. And there's two sources of energy. One is carbohydrates, which in the smallest form, if you cut carbohydrate, the chemical structure, then it is sugar, different forms of sugars. And the same goes for fat. If you eat fat and you cut, then then the body changes into ketos. And both, the same is as a fuel for the body. It can use either sugar or it can use fat. So if we eat sugar in form from carbohydrates, and in your country, by the way, I'm married to an Indian. My husband is from Kashmir, so I love Indian food. And for the past 7 years, I was eating a lot of rice and all these delicate dals and all this superfood, which I love, but unfortunately, it's not so healthy. So if you eat carbs like rice or fruits, as Andrea mentioned, then body builds glucose, which is the little form of sugar. And when it comes into the blood, one thing is happening. In order that sugar can pass into the cells, into our engines, it needs insulin. It is like a key and lock principle. So whenever sugar wants to come or glucose wants to come in the cells, it needs insulin. So always when we eat carbs, insulin is coming up, insulin level that it can pass and go into our cells. That is a very natural thing, and there is also nothing bad about it. But as always, it is the doses which makes the poison, as one of the famous German doctors said. If you eat a lot, you start in the morning with palau, you eat some sugar candy, you eat rice, you eat fruits. So it's constant that insulin is going up. And with the time, the body is getting tired, and that is when diabetes type 2 is starting. On the other hand side, the ketosis is we eat healthy fat. We do prefer vegetarian, not eating meat, because that has also different effects. So when we eat healthy fat from nuts, seeds, avocado, healthy oils, then our liver is exchanging that or makes fatty acids out of it, cut, and then it comes to the cells, and then it gives power. It is giving us the energy. And the positive effect is that it doesn't need any insulin, so insulin level stays low, and also the petrol and the diesel difference in keto, there's more energy inside, so it gives more energy. That's why when you are in ketosis, you have so much more energy than when you eat carbohydrates. And one of the nice side effects is that you lose weight. Why? Because the body has a lot of fat. So if you eat a little bit less calories as you need, and the body wants to level that up, then it uses its own fat from belly, popo, and all the places where we have stored a lot of fat. And that is the side effect, and that is why it works so well. Because if we eat less calories in a normal nutrition with glucose, when you eat like half of a portion, then the body's getting used to it. And then that is the new. And that's why it's always when you try to do any diet, it goes up, down, up, down. And mostly after a diet, you gain more weight than before because the body's leveling up. And in keto, the body's eating, so to say, its own fat. And that is why you lose also a lot of weight. If you want that, if you eat just less calories, then you have the side effect of losing a lot of weight. I made here my normal day, how I was eating. I had here in Europe, we prefer bread for breakfast or croissants with butter and marmalade. And like 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock, I'm getting hungry. I feel I need something to be able to work. Then you eat a sugar bar or whatever. Lunchtime, my hussy makes some nice dal with rice, super nice. In the afternoon, we have in Europe tradition, we call it Jause.
Coffee and sweets.
Yes, you eat coffee and some pastries. I know this is also in India. And maybe in the evening, because I'm hungry again, it needs to be fast, eat pizza or something. And if you calculate that in carbohydrates, it is round about 260 grams of carbohydrates. Sorry, I didn't translate that in English. This is carbohydrates. And that equals 65 sugar cups, sugar
Cubes.
sugar cubes, the sugar cubes, 65 sugar cubes. That is way too much what the body needs in sugar every day. So no surprise that the body either is gaining weight and the body gets all this inflammation, the body gets tired, starts with diabetes part 2, because simply saying the body can't handle that. In the old days, we were talking also with some Indian doctors, and I was also talking with my husband. And he has good knowledge in Ayurveda also. And he said, see, in the old days, people had not so much food and they were working hard. So they were using all these calories. There was never a overdose in calories. They were using it, they were needing it. But now we have a lot. There's constant food around us, so we need to try to see to handle it. But the good thing is, and that is a funny picture, so we know all that, and this is also what we see in society. When I was a kid and I was growing up in the 70s in school, there was mostly only one person who was really chubby. If you look in school or even kindergarten, everyone is chubby. You find barely kids, they are normal weight. So here in Western Europe, more than half of the population is overweight, and out of this half, 1/3 has adipositas, which is overweight, and people get
Overweight.
far overweight, and people get more all these diseases, high blood pressure, diabetes, heart attack, stroke, all these things are getting more and more. And what we get in our supermarkets is definitely not helping us to be slim or be healthy. And
Especially the sugar drinks. Huh? Sorry for interrupting, but
no, it's good.
when children are going into the shopping mall, they see something to drink because there is something orange or something sweet inside, and they drink it. And this is sugar, pure, unhealthy sugar. And when you eat and you go out, and we have in Europe the semmer, this kind of bread. So children eat this semmer, this bread with some cheese inside. When you eat one of that, there are 11 sugar cubes only in the bread. So you see, you culminate so much sugar in a whole day.
Yeah. And keto is really a game changer because you made your body learn how to use a different source of energy where you avoid all these. I actually have to admit that I don't know if there is such something like we have in Austria or Germany. We have this institute in Austria, for example, the Austrian Agency for Health, which is telling us what is healthy or what is not healthy, who gives recommendation about how a healthy meal should look like. And there it is still says half of what you eat should be carbohydrates, maybe 15% protein and 30% fat. This is when you eat non-veg or veg, you should drink, that is good. Then you have vegetable daily, you have bread, pasta, rice,
Potatoes.
potatoes daily, and then you have milk products, cheese daily, and then weekly you have other things like eggs and rarely you should have sweets. But that nutrition suggestion from a governmental run organization is one of the reasons why we are in this dilemma where we are. And if you ask yourself, so why is that? And I was asking this question also when I was studying nutrition, is Because it is the same like a hospital or a doctor in the way how we work here. Doctors, hospitals earning money on sick patients, not on healthy patients. When you're healthy, you don't need a doctor. When you're healthy, you don't go to a hospital. When you're healthy, you don't need a very super expensive surgery. And here it is the same. It is simple because it is the whole industry which is behind and who want us to deal with that because they earn money. It is very sad to say, but it is like that. Doctors always, good doctors will always say that also. There is also some interviews in hospitals where they then shut off the camera when they say, why do you suggest that? And it's simple because this is our business model.
And sugar industry is very, very strong. In Europe, there are thoughts already that you have to pay tax for sugar. So maybe this can be a solution to bring the people, majority of people, to eat less of this really toxic thing like sugar. Any kind of sugar, because we know now 120 names are there for sugar, because people are looking at the labels and they see, oh, there's sugar, I don't take it. But if there is dextrose, saccharose, or anything, fruit sugar, they say, oh, that's healthy. This I can, but it's the same sugar.
Yeah. And keto is the upside down. You eat 70-80% fat, 20 to 25% protein, and 5 to 10% carbs, depending on your needs, depending on your health, and also depending on your goals. My husband, for example, he's going 5 times a week to the gym, lifting weight, so he needs more protein for muscle. If you are doing nothing, then you need less. So that's why it is around that. And it sounds in the beginning, oh my God, 70-80%, I have to eat fat. As Andrea said yesterday, you see maybe butter, cheese, and whatever, and you have no clue how to do that. So that is our next. But before we go to that, what you can eat, we want to share also a little bit so why it is a recommendation and what are the benefits of keto nutrition.
And one of the benefits is when I made a normal diet, I thought, oh, I have lost 10 kilos, but I've lost 10 kilos muscles. And then I couldn't sit anymore because my popo was completely drawn out. But the good thing is for keto, you don't lose muscles because there are already studies that when you are on ketogenic diet, that your muscles still grow. That's naturally happening. So you don't lose. I was also asked, Andrea, do I lose my breast volume? And I said, no, I still have my breast as I have with keto. This doesn't happen when I made a diet. A normal diet, I lost my breast also. But this is the healthy, natural way. So you lose weight on the right place in your body, also in the deep fat stored in the organs, fat. And what Karin said, we had an example of someone from YouTube. He shared his experience. He was on ketogenic diet and he stayed there for, I think, 3-4 months. He didn't lose any kilo, nothing. But he had a blood test before and he had several diseases. And after the 4 months, he went to the doctor, not losing 1 pound. And he went to the doctor, and the doctor said, whatever you are doing, go for it. Your body is healthy again. I don't know what you do, but the body is repairing itself. And this is what is happening when you have a lot of things happening in your body that are not healthy. The body starts to repair itself. And when it's stable again, then he told in the next 2 months, he lost 20 kilos. This came very quick, whoosh, away with it and a healthy body. So trust your body, trust the energy in the food. And it is something like our spiritual guide is saying now, it's important that you eat pure and clean food, not processed food. So keto is making this possible. Karin, the blood sugar level we told already, yeah?
Yes, weight loss, we said already stable blood sugar level because you don't have any insulin in the blood or less. Muscle protection, we said reduced oxidative stress, protection of the cells. Remember my example with the diesel and the petrol. So when the cells are burning sugar, there is some, call it smoke, happening, which makes stress in the body, which is called free radicals. And if it is burning fat acid, so the other one, there it is clean. So it is also a very good protection and even prepare for the cells. Because the body gets more energy out of the fat acids, of ketones, you have much more energy and also more clarity. It is really like flashlight is going on in your brain.
Yes.
And yes,
There are studies, great studies coming now, also for people who have dementia and Alzheimer. And they switch them from the normal American diet, the glucose metabolism, to the keto style of food, and they improve in their brain health. Also, with people who have depression, there is one psychiatrist, and he had made a study with some people with schizophrenia and other diseases, mental diseases, and he could see and test exactly when this person is in ketosis. There are no things happening like schizophrenia and psychosis, but when he ate the wrong thing with sugar, it started again. So there is a Manjusha here. You are a doctor, my dear. You can also read the studies that are already available about keto diet in America, a lot of things. Very, very interesting, because this not only that they can stop it, they can improve it, because the brain gets good fat again. Also with ADHS, ADHS for the children, when they don't get sugar anymore, they calm down, they come to normal in a good way, that they don't feel exhausted.
yeah, thank you, Andrea, for sharing. In the US, they are mostly 5 to 10 years ahead when it is about nutrition or studies, and there is so many very well researched studies from famous universities, Harvard, Stanford, so not like just 10 people in a side room from a doctor who no one knows and we say, yeah, maybe it's true, maybe not. It's really very well researched, and it's interesting to look into that. There are so many good effects out of keto diet that it is really incredible. So reduction of inflammation, we already talked about it, and that is just, if you understand how it works, it's a very logical thing. It's not like woohoo, something where you say, I don't know how it works. It's a very logical way how the body reacts on that. And no grabbing. So when my husband, and I love him very much, was cooking or is cooking, and when he makes, for example, dal with rice, and I was eating in the evening a really big bowl with rice and dal, and after maybe half an hour, I was hungry. And then I was eating a complete bar of chocolate, and I was still hungry because I didn't get the energy the body needed. The body was asking for more, but it was actually not asking for more sugar. It was asking for more protein, for more fat. And that is stopping. You eat a little bit and you're not hungry. It is this blood level. You eat a little bit and you're not hungry. You can work. And sometimes I completely forgot, oh, I forgot lunch. Or like yesterday, we had a webinar in the evening, and then it was already 10 o'clock in the evening, and I was eating last time for lunch. And then I was thinking, no, maybe a little bit eating. And then I was just cutting avocado. I had my own baked bread, and I had a slice of bread with avocado, and that's it. and then body is super happy. You don't gain weight overnight, even when you eat late, and you feel super good.
And you look younger, not only because you lose weight, but your body age is changing.
Yes. So, how to start? That might be your question. Is it complicating or is it easy? So, we were preparing some tips, 10 tips.
I have to tell something, Karin. I have to tell something
Yes,
because
please, I take over.
if it would have been complicated, I would not have done it. I have no time for cooking. I never loved to cook. I was really a very bad cook. And everything that is complicated, I will never ever start. What happened? I found a way to make it so easy that I now love to cook. Not more than maximum 30 minutes, mostly 15 to 20 minutes to prepare a meal. And my whole family is the keto family. Everyone is in ketosis. From my 15 years old child, the boy, he is getting up in the morning and baking his own bread. So simple it is. He is cooking his cheesecake, his keto cheesecake, by its own, and he is protecting it that nobody finds it and nobody is eating it away. So he's looking at his food, all the children are looking at their food. And when we come together as a family and there's a birthday, I make the best keto cake that is so good because it's full of fat and healthy. And everyone gets that what's needed to lose weight and to stay healthy. So it is very practical. And you can take my word for it because complicated things do not fit in my life. So Karin, let's go. What do you need?
Yeah, same goes for me. I'm so busy whole day that I don't have time for complicated things and I don't want to spend so much time also. But the good thing is I also start cooking again. And that is also something which is pretty nice, even though it's just 15 or 20 or 30 minutes, but it's nice. So there's two ways to start, and that is something which is your own decision. There is people like Andrea. When she finds something, she is super disciplined and she starts from 0 to 100. So from a normal diet straight into keto. That is one way of doing. Others are like my husband, who is Indian and where rice is part of his whole
Identity.
personality and identity. Thank you, that's the word. For him to cut it down from one day to another is a no-go. It is not nothing to visualize. So that is the second option. You start slowly. You make a transition, gradually transition where maybe just put away all soft drinks, chocolate, junk food, and this thing. Then you lower your carbs. Be more conscious about what you eat, how you eat, and then slowly graduate to keto. That is also possible. Both is possible. Body is able to handle both. If you have diseases, then it might be better for your body or easier for your body when you transition more gradually. If you're super healthy, strong, then you can just switch over in a couple of days.
Or you are in need, then you burn for it. You want only keto.
Exactly. And then a suggestion is my storage room was full of pasta. I love pasta. There was a whole shelf because every time when there was something on sale, so this 2+1 offers, I got noodles, I got pasta, I don't know, for 10 people family. So I was putting all in a big bag and then gave it to my sister, to my nieces, and they were happy. So all what was not, or the normal flour for baking and a lot of other things, I was just packing and giving it away. I didn't want to throw it because it is food and I don't like to throw food, but I was giving it away to people who still love it. And then I start to store my storage with more healthy and keto food. And as we said before, we focus on clean keto, so I try to avoid to buy canned food or high processed food or ready-made food. And instead, I try to get things from local farmers, seasoned stuff. For example, blueberries at the moment, they are not growing here. And I don't want to eat blueberry, which have to fly around the world till they arrive here. That is also not the divine way. So I also look on seasonal and local food and not processed. Stocking up the kitchen, maybe Andrea, you want to say something to that?
Yes, for sure. What I did, I went into my storeroom and I also shared everything that is okay, but I don't use it anymore because it's causing inflammation, like oil or seed oil, sunflower oil. I gave away and people were very happy to have it. All the noodles, rice, potatoes, kidneys, lenses, everything I put it out and I gave in that what we really need for keto. So now there is much more space in my room. I find everything what I need, and it is a decision you take. So when you have at home and say, okay, I have so much food, first I have to eat all this food and then I start with keto, you will not start with keto because somebody's coming giving you the next chocolate, so you next month and you stay in this behavior. So you have to take the decision, and to take the decision, I want to tell you, you can eat everything that you feel like. If you feel to have something sweet, you can make the best sweet dishes. If you feel you want to have some noodles, there are already some different kind of noodles without insulin increase. So there's a rice, a special rice. You can use that. You can use cauliflower instead of rice. There are many recipes. You don't have to uh, starve in any way. You will be very happy and full of energy.
Yeah,
my, my for story, I have my vegetables because I spend now less money for going shopping for the food because I don't need that much. And for this, I buy the biological vegetables, for example.
And there is, Andrea was finding that an app which is called Keto Cycle. There is the logo on the right side. It costs 48, maybe $45 for 3 months. But and it is also possible to change language into English, and it is very, very, very helpful. You have a lot of recipes there. It makes according to your preferences, food preference. So it is asking you in the beginning, do you eat eggs, fish, this, that, special nuts? Do you want to eat 3 times a day or 5 times a day? Do you want to lose weight or gain weight? So all about you. And then it is showing you recipes every day, meals every day, what you can eat to fulfill these needs of carbohydrates and protein and fat in a good balanced way. And if you don't like one of the dishes, you can exchange that. You can put your own recipes inside. It is even converting these dishes into a shopping list where you go with your mobile phone or tablet to the supermarket and or order it, whatever. So it is really helpful in the beginning to give you ideas and to give you also a feeling about size, portion size. Because in the beginning, when you have never done that, it was the same for me, even as a nutritionist, I had no clue about sizes. So, how much, when I have to eat 70% of my daily calories, how much is it and what is it and how to put it together? So, it is really extremely helpful in the beginning.
I
Um,
enjoy it. I enjoy it till
yeah.
today. I use it every day because it helps me to have an overview. Because when you use it, you will see, okay, normally the first that I finish are the carbohydrates, and maybe what I don't eat that much is protein. So you can monitorize yourself in a better way and learn how your body is working. The app is so simple because you can also choose you want to cook only 15 to 20
Mhm.
minutes, 30 minutes, or 1 hour as you like. If you want to go out for eating, you can also put this in. And Karin and me, we are traveling a lot. You know, we are also on the boat series. We are in Switzerland and in Germany and around the globe. Now I go to Hawaii for 3 weeks with a group. So I still eat keto there. It is possible to live in this way. So the app we really recommend. It makes your life simpler. Try it for at least, I would say, 3 months. Then you have it in your feeling, and then you can write down what you really love to eat from this, and then you have your own cooking book, your recipes.
Andrea and me, people are sharing also recipes. Andrea, I found your idea extremely helpful to start a cooking book. My own cooking book, just writing down when someone shares a recipe, I think, oh, that's nice. So you can make your own cooking book, and then with all this nutrition information that I can upload then in this app also. Yeah, WhatsApp group there, it is there for conversation, for experience sharing. It's really helpful. We just started the English one. In the German speaking one, I think within a few months, not even half a year, we are more than 170, and it is
Yeah.
2 months, and it is so nice because everyone is sharing expertise, asking questions, sharing favorite pictures. It's really nice and
Motivating,
motivating. Yes,
sharing, oh my God, my pain went away, or yes, I lost already. Yesterday, someone came to me and said,
Mhm.
I lost already 10 kilos. And I said, yeah, you're great. And she said, yes, is this great? And I said, yes, this is wonderful. I ring the bell for you. Yeah, we have to celebrate our body again, that
Yes,
he's working with us.
yes, yes, yes. And what is also very helpful is there's a lot of studies out there, articles, blogs, YouTube videos, Instagram channels. It's always good if you start something new, to also educate yourself, to learn and learn also especially about your body. What does body like and what not? And then you get also a better feeling.
There, how I studied myself, was caught on fire through keto, what I've heard in YouTube, and now I make researches every day. I put into YouTube keto, and then, for example, a friend of mine has now a sickness. It's I don't know, it's quite like dementia. And I write this sickness into keto and the sickness. And then I get the YouTube videos, mostly in English, from American doctors who are keto specialists. And they share their studies and their experiences, how to maybe dissolve the sickness also through food. So it gives hope. Make your own studies. And there are a lot of YouTube videos also there who say, oh, keto is very dangerous. Then you know keto is very successful. So there must be also some voices that say, oh, don't do that, stay at your American diet. Otherwise, we can't earn the money that we want to earn through your sickness. So I'm very clear on this.
Definitely. And I mean, when you use this Keto Cycle app, there is the recipes, they are super simple. It's not like super creative cuisine. And it is also good to start with simple recipes because you don't want to use so much time and effort to make a good meal. What is really, really, really important is to replenish electrolytes. Electrolytes are salts, what you have in the salts, natrium, kalium, and others. So especially in the beginning, because you will lose also a lot of water to re-electrolyte yourself. And if you buy something on Amazon, for example, then just see that it is sugar-free. not added sugar. Here in pharmacies, you get mostly products with sugar, but there is products also out with no sugar. That will also help your body.
I will share it in the WhatsApp group with you what I take from Amazon, and they deliver it very quickly. And it
Yeah, Amazon, you can think about it, and everyone has an opinion about Amazon, but you can literally get anything you need on Amazon. Flour, almond flour, coconut flour, all various oils, everything. And if possible, try to involve your family. My husband still, he's a rice lover. I can't convince him. I am vegetarian. He's a meat eater. But what I do, I make a basis for both of us, being it salad or vegetables. And then for him, I add meat or rice and I stay without. That makes also life simple that you don't need to cook various different things for every member in the family. And that is working really easy.
very easy. It worked with my family because they were hungry. Sometimes they're living next to us, and I said, "Oh, I'm so hungry." And they said, "Well, I don't cook now, but you can taste. You can take my food, what I eat." And they tasted it, and they said, "Whoa, is this good?" And so they started to follow me and to eat keto because it tastes so good.
It really does.
And also for the electrolytes, why they are so important, because when you switch your metabolism, maybe you have problems with the adaptability. So you get maybe headache, or you feel weak, or you feel like getting sick a little bit. And when you take electrolytes at the beginning already, you maybe have no symptoms. Like I had no symptoms. My husband had some symptoms for 1, 2 weeks. He was low and headache and tired. So this can happen. You can prevent it by taking this electrolyte.
And this is just from this keto app, which we were talking. I was changing the language into English and made some screenshots. And this is how it looks like. So there is various things for breakfast and really, really yummy. And I was also seeing whether I found things what you also have available in India or in Dubai. You can use a lot, everything what is plant-based, every green vegetable, being it spinach, cauliflower, broccoli, salad, zucchini, every sort of cheese, every sort of berries. And out of that, you can prepare such a big variety of delicious dishes, you name it. And very simple. Most of them, it says how much preparation time, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. And also possibility for snacks in between, being it cookies or cheese chips or various different smoothies. So you are never ever really craving for something. So whether you eat more salty or prefer salty or sweet, there's really for every taste.
And when I started, I preferred till today my breakfast with 4 big soup spoons of yogurt, so creamy yogurt, no diet yogurt, creamy yogurt, and 1 soup spoon of mascarpone. This is very fatty and tasty, with blueberries, with nuts, and a little taste of vanilla, or with a protein powder with a little bit chocolate taste. And it is so delicious that I take the smallest, little, tiniest spoon that I can find at home, so that I can eat for when I want 20 minutes, because every bite is so good. It's exploding in the mouth. It is not just eating quickly a bread and leaving home. It is celebrating this beautiful, good, tasty food, sharing it with the divine if you are connected with, and having the feeling you are not full in your stomach, but you feel nourished. you have energy and you don't have hunger. For myself, when I eat in the morning at 8, my breakfast, at 3 o'clock afternoon, I say, oh, maybe I should eat now something. There's no hunger, there's only energy. Then we have a lot of salads, different kind of salads, not only one. Taking, for example, a sheep cheese on it with some strawberries or with nuts or with olives or with avocado. So you make your own boil of salad with always cheese or anything that is giving you the nutrition, the fat. My children, they love to have chips. They are eating normally the normal chips, this. Do we say
Potato
chips in
chips?
English? Yes. So we make our own chips. We make a plate in the oven full with cheese, with cheddar cheese, and till it is brown and crispy. And then we are eating these cheese chips. Or the same with avocado, with zucchini chips with cheese on it, with garlic, with whatever you want to have on spices on this. And it is every time something new. You feel new. Those who want to eat eggs, they can add in omelets and eggs. Those who don't want to eat eggs, they can take something else that is binding the food, like flax seeds or chia seeds. They are also welcome. Zucchini noodles. It's very simple. But now there are questions.
I have a question.
Yes.
So,
Pardon?
I have a question. I wanted to ask about, I have some hormone issues. I have this PCOS, polycystic ovary, and which comes with insulin resistance, and which actually is not supporting me in losing weight. And I do have that craving for sugar. It's part of the full stigma of this hormonal imbalance. So one of the things that I struggle with is not having long hours of food, is not having sugar, like or any carbohydrates such as bread. I don't eat rice. I'm not a fan of rice, but bread is something that is like very important. And the second thing is I wanted to know what are the proteins that I need to keep, because as well as flax seeds and chia seeds, they actually as well manipulate a bit with the hormones. So I need to be very careful on that intake. So if there is an understanding of what is the best protein that I can take, I don't eat eggs at all. And how can I as well support this, like, this sugar craving? How can I cut this sugar craving? Those are very important. Yes, thank you.
And I didn't understand the first part, what you said about the disease. Maybe you can repeat that.
Polycystic ovaries,
Das sind
PCO.
Eierstockzysten.
Ah, okay. Okay. And do you know if this has a relation with your craving for carbs, or is it two separate pair of shoes?
No, because with PCO, I do have, it comes with insulin resistance,
Mhm.
which by nature makes me carve for sugar.
Yes, because very often this carving for sugar is too less nutrition in micronutrition. So like minerals, vitamins, especially minerals. Do you have the chance to make a blood test where they check all the minerals and vitamin status?
I did this, and I do have vitamin D, which I'm taking, and I did had very low level of vitamin B complex, which I had injections for that. It helped so much. I'm still having, like, because my weight before this appeared I used to have, I used to be, 100, I'm just the same length of Andrea, 168. And I used to be 96, 70. This is like the heaviest was 72. Then after COVID, staying at home, I don't know what truly happened, but then I've reached now the weight of 112 kgs, which
Mhm.
is truly very high. And I'm not able to come down at all.
Help
So I
you.
did this. Hmm?
We will help you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
So,
shared I
yeah.
shared in the chat a link, a YouTube link to a doctor about your syndrome, and it's in English. Please watch it. Whatever I have seen, the ketogenic diet helps you with this sickness.
Yeah.
Very good.
And sugar, being almost addicted to sugar, so having this craving, and I know exactly what you're talking about because I couldn't survive with not eating one big bar, like 100 grams or 200 grams of chocolate a day, a
Yeah.
day. So it in the brain, it works like heroin or cocaine. It's heavy addiction.
Mm.
And this is a pattern really like an addiction to break, which is also not so easy.
Mm.
But the good answer is just stopping chocolate is difficult, but changing where you just lower a little bit, give your body something sweet, but which is not sugar based, just to giving an appetite of taste. And especially when you increase, you lower the carbs and you increase the fat, because if you don't lower the carbs and you eat higher fat, then you gain weight, because where to store all this. But if you lower the carbs and at the same time you raise fats, then your body will stop craving for that. And also with the protein, for me, for example, when I had this lust of chocolate or sweets, when I eat a little bit of curd, fat curd, that helps me. It stops completely. Putting maybe some berries inside, vanilla, it completely stops. That is my trick because that doesn't do anything for the insulin.
So that curd is yogurt, right?
Yogurt, exactly. Yogurt.
Yogurt is okay. It's keto
Yo-
friendly.
Yes, yes, yes. Yogurt, all kinds of, I don't know which kind of milk products you get in Dubai.
It's
Here we
cow.
have, hmm?
It comes from cows.
Yeah, mostly here, or you get sheep and goat also here, but still, even it is from cow, it is better than any carbs. So from protein sources, if you don't want to eat flaxseed, try to eat hemp seed.
Okay.
That you can also order maybe online. Hemp seed is a very good source and very healthy source. Protein powder if you don't find anything else, because all lentils and so far is not good because it has too much carbs. But milk products, cheese, this is high protein also, and
So
hemp
cheese
seed.
as well is keto friendly because some of the articles I read was saying that so much of cheese and yogurt can take the person out of ketosis.
No, no. This is very good. Cheese and all the milk products are very, very good. They are not good if you are in the glucose metabolism.
Oh,
Then
Yeah,
it's too much for the body. But when you change it, then sometimes also the problems that some people have when they eat carbs, that they get bloating, or if they eat some lactose and they can't digest it, this goes away when you choose to eat keto.
yeah,
And I want to share something with you because I also like to have something sweet sometimes. This I made in 30 minutes. It's a beautiful, very good cheese with coconut
wow.
parts. Very nicely, good tasting, 30 minutes, and you can eat it. And when you eat it, you lose weight.
So what about cinnamon? I love cinnamon so much.
Yes, wonderful.
perfect. Cinnamon, cardamom, turmeric, all spices. Indian spices, superb. Because cinnamon is also heating the body. Turmeric is against inflammation. Cardamom, same. Saffron, all these wonderful spices you have, add. Make it good taste. There's nothing about it. Yeah.
Thank
And
you so
about the sugar, try really to trick your body. Give him something sweet, what he loves, but not based on carbs. And at the same time, lower carbs, higher protein, higher fat, and your body will feel, I'm okay. Now, and for me, it was really when my husband and I, we did the weekly grocery shopping. Honestly, half of our shopping cart was cookies, chocolate, all this super unhealthy sweet stuff because we both loved it. And now, even when I'm hungry, I can go to a supermarket and not being trapped in these chocolate things because the body has stopped this craving. It is like stopping when you were an alcohol, or I was a smoker, heavy smoker. I started smoking when I was 14 and I stopped 3, 4 years ago. I'm not craving. So once your body learned without it, then you're free. And sugar is the same. Sugar is an addiction. Industry doesn't tell us. I mean, they come out now more and more, but sugar is an addiction. And I was reading this. There's one video out there. There's many science that it is as bad as, like, in the way how we get addicted as heroin and cocaine. I mean, figure this out.
it is so much. And the third, the cocoa, the chocolate. So, like the normal chocolate, we can take, right? Not like the sweetened one. I mean, the powder we cannot take.
Oh,
Pure.
we have pure without sugar. You
Yeah,
can
the
do
pure
the
without sugar.
natural one, and I eat
Yes.
sometimes a piece of chocolate with the bitter chocolate, 75 to 80%. So a little part of it, I enjoy it.
And I started to make my own chocolate, which is very simple. All I ordered online, chocolate fat, the pure chocolate drops. I add artificial sugar like erythrit. Super simple. It's done in 10 minutes.
And no honey. Honey is not part of.
Too much sugar.
Yeah.
Erythrit is very good, especially the gold erythrit, because it is warm in the mouth and it has not that taste like stevia has. So it's very natural in the tasting, and you can use it for bakery as normal sugar.
Can you write that down? I didn't get it.
I can write it down, yes.
And protein source also nuts. No, not forget nuts, especially almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, but that you said you don't like. Chia seeds, that is also good source for protein, for fat plus for protein. Avocado also has protein. I was just opening up some, yeah. And there is also some healthy, there's this very
Hello,
high.
in our conversations with Dr. Westman. Today we're
Yes,
talking
man.
about polycystic ovarian.
So there is also protein powder, which is made out of just hemp seeds or peas or other things. You can use also that and add it to salad, soups or something.
And also, what are the good oils that you can use? Butter and ghee is very good. And also olive oil and coconut oil. And maybe sometimes an avocado oil for the taste.
So once a friend of mine, as I started this, told me that to kill the craving, to have like my coffee with big spoon of butter. Is it the right thing? is it good to do that, right? And
Yes.
heavy cream is good, like, milk heavy cream is good, right?
Yes.
Okay.
My coffee in the morning is with heavy cream and then maybe some spices on it, like cardamom and mint. Yeah, very good. Fat
Mhm.
is good. We have to learn now. Fat is good and healthy and tasty.
It is really like that. There's a lot of myth outside. That is our, I think, almost last slide. And one of these myths is that the body or the brain needs carbs. And it is not true. It is, or let's put it in a different way, it is the body can live very well with ketones, which it is built out of acids, much better than with carbs. And the little carbs which the brain needs, it can do it, the body can prepare out of protein and also out of fat. So it is not necessary that we eat tons of rice or other things or noodles, pasta for our brain. That is really a myth.
And the carbs you get from the vegetables. So when
Yes.
you eat a lot of vegetables, you always have carbs with it.
Yes, so it's not that you can't eat zero carbs, because in every salad, vegetables, it is carbs, and that is more than enough for the body to very well function. Keto is not what we said already, it's not just a diet. Yes, you can use it as a diet for a time period, but it is really a lifestyle to enhance energy. And keto, the way how we eat, if you type in keto, you mostly find a lot of meat, a lot of fatty meat. Not for us. We take the fat out of avocado, nuts, seeds, and as we said, the keto flu, it's called keto flu. This is what Andrea explained before. It is just a temporary adjustment. Of course, the body, when it's changing the switch from diesel to petrol, then it takes a little bit time. But when you eat what we were suggesting before, then yes, then it's fine. It's almost zero or very less. If you have any heavy medical conditions, as we both are not doctors, it's always good to consult a doctor. That's for clear. And what is also very, very important is the body is losing water in the beginning, because for the body, when it takes 1 calorie or 1 gram of carb, it adds 3 to 4 grams of water and stores. That's why when you eat a lot of carbs, your body also is adding a lot of water. And then if you stop, then first this water gets out. And that's why it is also important to drink a lot, especially in the beginning, but generally to drink a lot, because the water also is not storing so much water. And especially in hot climates, it is very important anyhow to drink a lot, but even more when you are on keto, that you don't dehydrate.
There is one test. I just look for the word. There is one test you can make if you have any kind of inflammation in your body and water stored. You take your thumb and press your thumb on the shin bone, on the in the middle of the shin bone, and press it quite strongly for 30 seconds. And when you press it continuously with 30 seconds and you look at your shin bone and you can see this dell, you can see your fingerprint there, then you have silent inflammation and you have water stored in your body. You need to do something. I had it, now I don't have it anymore.
Because that is a part of the body where you usually don't store water when
That's
you're
only
healthy.
bone.
Yeah. Yeah, too much fat is harmful is also one of these myths. Yes, it's true when you eat a lot of meat, but
Carbs.
if you eat a lot of healthy fat, then it is something which is essential for the body. And Acid-base balance is also, if you eat a lot of vegetables, then your acid and base is in balance, so there will be no problem in this direction. Yeah, so we have, I think all of you are already in our WhatsApp group in the English speaking. You can more than welcome to share it also with friends. Invite people whom are interesting. We will try to share a lot of helpful material over the time, English speaking, especially. It's even easier because all these interesting facts and figures, studies, videos, bloggers, they are mostly based in US. So it's even easier to find good stuff out of US. And when we find some nice recipes, we will also share that in English. So
Also some recipes from our foods, what we are taking daily. So how to make a good seed bread. We will share the ingredients and teach you how simple it is to
yes.
have your good bread in the morning. So now it's time for your questions. Any questions from your side? Please talk.
I want to
Unmute yourself.
talk about the yeast. How do you use the yeast? Because as well, it was written that the yeast is a very good, it's not recommended.
No yeast. You don't use yeast for the bread.
I had a question.
Yes.
Do you take I was actually talking to my doctor about it, and he said that he also did keto himself, and he said it's wonderful for everything, but a woman, because of her hormones, should take a break after 3 months.
Yes.
Yes, so you do take a break and you kind of alter your diet a little bit.
You can. It is recommended that you do it to get in one line for 3 months at least, because 3 months your body is adapting on this. Better is for 6 months, because in 6 months you get a complete reboot of your body. You go back to the normal state. So all the not detected cancer cells I talked before,
Yeah.
are in the body, they are causing inflammation, there are parasites in the body, they all eat sugar. So after 6 months without sugar and carbs, your body is clean again, it is healthier again, and then you can choose to go to low carb if you don't want to stay. I fell so in love with keto. I will never leave keto again, because I tried to eat some carbs. I had to eat in India carbs, and my stomach and my belly, my gut was really working hard in these days. And I feel it's not natural for me to eat in that way. So everyone can choose then what you want.
Okay. And I find it very hard to stay in keto. I've been doing it for a few months. I've lost 10 kilos.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'm not hitting, like the purple and the deep reds. I think I have three smaller kids, and for them I cook differently. I was wondering, is it also okay and safe for younger children to be on keto, mostly keto meals?
It's normal for them. They are born like that. But when they see the adults eating all this stuff that is so sweet and so good, and the boyfriends and the school friends, they are eating it, then it's a little bit difficult, yes.
That's what I was wondering, to constantly to eat that much fat intake and then have the carbs also, because sometimes I'll reach for a soletti and not realize it until I've chewed it up. Like, what next?
You see, my children, they love to eat döner. This is the Turkish bread with
Yeah.
the vegetables inside. And I say, oh, I'm craving. I need a döner. I need a döner. So I go into Google and put in keto döner bread. I
Yeah.
got a recipe. I made it. And the whole family is so happy with the keto döner. So there are solutions for this. And they have to taste it and take a decision. So if the children don't want that, then just look at that they don't eat that much sugar and carbs, because it is ruining their gut. And this
Yeah.
is the
Yeah.
terrible thing, the gut problems they get then afterwards. There was one thing you said before. I lost it.
Is it because like I've never fully in ketosis, I think, because
Yes.
I will put something in my mouth unconsciously because like I make it for the kids or something, or too much fruit or is that a problem also for my body? Because by 9 o'clock in the evening, I'm exhausted. Like I do love the weight loss and I feel so much more active and I don't have the joint pain anymore. But hit 9 o'clock, I'm dead tired. So I was wondering if that's because my body's not in ketosis.
Yes. You need to eat more and eat more fat. If you are hungry and exhausted, you don't eat enough and not enough of the fat, of the good fat.
Okay.
And to know if you're really having the benefits of ketosis, you have to use the test stripes for the
Yeah.
urine. You can buy it also in Amazon. It's not that much, a few euros, 5 euros, I guess. There are
Okay.
100 stripes, and you make your pee on it, and you see if you are in ketosis. And this is the only way to get all these benefits. Otherwise, you are in low carb. It's fine. It's also better than eating the lot of carbs, but you don't have this energy high. You don't have this good, healthy benefits of ketosis. So I use these stripes every day. I'm checking myself, even if I know I eat ketosis, I eat keto food. Maybe I eat something where there is added too much sugar. I haven't looked at it. And then I see it. Okay, I'm not in ketosis, so I have to be more strict to myself. And there's
Uh,
also a measurement with an you have an item, you can buy it. It's not that much that you pay for it, and you can peek in your finger.
blood, yeah, the blood sugar. Hmm.
Gotcha.
Not
Yeah.
only blood sugar, but also there is another stripe for the ketosis.
Oh wow, okay.
Which on the long run, after a couple of months, makes sense because the body in the beginning, when the body builds ketose, then you also lose a lot because the body is not used yet. It is like, whoa, here, there, and you
Hmm.
get out a lot with your pee. And after a couple of months, the body learns to be more efficient. And then it can be that you are in ketosis, but it doesn't show so deeply on the urine tests. So that's why after a couple of months, it is advisable if you want to know to buy such a gadget, which people use usually to test the blood sugar, but it comes also for ketosis. It's not expensive. I bought mine on Amazon again. And there I do peek in my finger and that test I can do various tests with that, also blood sugar, but also um, whatever other blood parameters.
Hmm.
And after a while, it is helpful. Yeah. But at least with the urine stripes, you see if there is a little bit what you are having
Yeah,
ketosis.
I'm always having like traces, but not full out the purple color.
It's
So,
okay. If you have a little bit, you check it best with the blood, then
uh,
you know if you're really in ketosis. And when you are really in ketosis and you have hunger, you have to eat extra fat in the evening. So
okay.
take your yogurt with your mascarpone and or your cheese, your fatty cheese with the butter on the bread and enjoy it.
Can I ask a meat related question?
Yes.
Because I do eat meat. You said there was something different and I have to watch out for that.
You can eat meat. So there is also the
Doesn't,
carnivore diet. It's known in America. It's sometimes
yeah,
very similar with the keto. You can eat meat, but look at that it is a good meat. It's
okay. A good quality, okay.
good quality of it, yes, and not the processed food like
Uh,
sausages where there is sugar in and
okay, no, I was just wondering to stay away from the lean, like turkey breast, or to do more of the heavy, like fattier meats, or
yeah, you can eat fatty meat.
okay, okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
So
Any
what it
more
does, if you eat meat, for example, in really a lot on a daily basis, I just translate it into English, then wait one sec, then the purine acid. Meat contains purine acid, So that is what is body's making out of that. And that is, in the old days, rich people or royal people, they had Gicht. I don't know the word in English,
Gout, yeah.
where you can't move your fingers anymore, and that is when you eat too much meat. If
Okay.
you eat here and there chicken breast 1, 2, 3 times a week, it's fine, or also red meat or lamb, or what you get, good quality, sustainable, that you don't eat also all the pain from the animals. Or deer, you live in Austria, so get deer. It's the best test what you can get, because
Okay.
there's no harm to the animals and it's a healthy meat. But as always, not try to not too much, that you feed the whole protein based on meat. That will have a not so good side effect with having Gicht.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
eat fish and seafood also.
Yeah. No, it's not, we don't eat meat daily, but yeah, a few times a week for the
Yeah,
family.
that's fine.
And for the intermittent fasting, how many meals do you do in your 8 hours, Andrea?
2. So I eat mostly at 10 o'clock in the morning, my breakfast,
Okay.
and then about 5 o'clock, my
Dinner.
intermediate food, a full dish, and then I'm finished. I'm so happy in my stomach, and then next day in the morning again at 10.
Okay.
But it happened. It was not in my mind. It happened because you are not hungry when you eat good keto. You forget to eat. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, and I thought, okay, if this happens, then we can use this 18 or 16 hours break to clean the body in the night from all the cells that are not needed anymore. They are not working right. So
Mm.
this fasting helps also to lose weight in a good way.
It speeds up the process of losing weight.
Mm.
But I eat complete dishes. I eat sweets afterwards. So I'm not hungry at all.
Like a full meal, all your
Full
cravings are
meal
satisfied.
with chocolate, sweeties afterwards, and in the evening, full as
Yeah.
much as I want.
Okay.
I have a question about the high cortisol levels as well, because as well I started to see within me that a part of how I knew like I had high cortisol was my face structure. Like, I had the full moon face structure, the fats around my belly, and I wanted to see how with this, like, I can lower that. Uh, if there is any kind of supplements that you are taking part of the keto plan, what do you recommend as well?
Well, there are a lot of researches that you lower your cortisol when you're on keto diet. So all parameters will come into a more balanced state. We can't say you don't have to take any kind of medicine, but mostly it happens as per the doctor saying on the YouTube video. And you can add, for example, the MCT oil we recommend. This is a coconut oil based on coconut, and it helps you to produce very quickly ketones in your body. It supports it. It's a healthy fat. And Karin, what do you say to this?
Yes, definitely. What you can also add is magnesium-rich food. A little bit there. Pumpkin seeds is a good source for that, or almonds, spinach, avocado. So magnesium, vitamin C sources is also good to lower. Bell peppers, kale, lemons, all kind of berries. Um, or also like you can get this supplement, omega-3 fatty acid, as Andrea also said, which is also included in walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, which you don't like. And I was just asking my translation, adaptogens like ashwagandha, which you will get in India, rhodiola, holy basil, tulsi. That is also good. Herbs generally helps. All kind of herbs generally helps. And try to stabilize blood sugar. Eggs you don't eat, so goat, sheep, goat or sheep cheese if you can get in Dubai. That is also good. Avocado, olive oil, and try to avoid too heavy stimulation, like too much coffee, too much black tea. That will also help.
Also, you find a lot of videos on YouTube about this topic.
Yeah. What about
Hydration is a point. Try to stay hydrated, drink a lot of water, and mindfulness. We know everything is also happening over here. So meditation, yoga, and all these things to keep your mind balanced will also help.
it's amazing. What about exercises? What kind of exercises you're doing? Like,
Me, I do have a dog, a Labrador, and I walk with him twice a day. Half an hour in the morning, 1 hour lunchtime, 20 minutes in the evening. And when we walk, as he walks fast, I also walk fast. And for more at the moment, I don't have time.
so walking.
Walking, yes. Being outside in the nature, no matter whether it is hot, cold, raining, snowing, any weather conditions, being outside in the nature and walking.
Karin and me, we thought about taking a dog quite at the same time, so that we have to move and go up
Yes.
from the stand up from the computer and walk. So we both have a dog, and this keeps us busy.
Yeah, because you have to, you can't say the dog, no, stay, you can't go out. You have to. If you don't have, if the dog needs to walk, the dog needs to pee, the dog needs to make his business, so you have to go out. And it's also fun because you change your focus, and it's not like you walk and look. It's really you speed up. When you have a big dog, you speed up also. And then you run a little bit with the dog or go bicycling. That is the sport. For time being, I was going for swimming in the morning last year, same time, every day, half an hour swimming in the morning from 7 to 7:30. But at the moment, I have so many things on my plate that I'm happy that I go up and do my sadhanas in the morning, my meditation, go with the dog for half an hour and start the day.
Very nice. Very nice. And then you said every 3 months, a break of how long? For week or days? Then you start again.
You can do, but we suggest to stay for half an hour,
This
half a year.
half
It's
a year, yeah.
better. Yes.
Yes, because
But
I heard
again,
that 6 months. It needs 6 months continuously for the
yes,
body
this
to
would
get
be
rid
great.
of everything. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, this would be great. So if you are on holiday and you fall out because you're in India in the ashram and you can't get anything else than carbs, then you go on carb. And when you go back, you switch again to keto. And I had 24 hours, almost 24, 30 hours, and I was in ketosis again.
So in ketosis means that the body now is completely taking the energy from fat.
Yes.
Yes,
Zero.
yes, yes.
That's
So you
amazing.
keep your metabolism flexible.
Mm.
Mm. Because sometimes you might be in a surrounding where you are not able. So then instead of being angry or desperate, okay, enjoy and then change again. Body can do that.
Very flexible.
Be flexible. Yes, go with the flow.
That's amazing. Can't thank you enough. This I've been waiting for this. Seriously. Thank you so much. So I started my journey, if I may say. I started my journey of being very aware because I started to understand that I have this body weight issue, which I've reached my highest weight last year, January, after the retreat in the ashram. No,
Mhm.
I think before the ashram, before I go last December, so almost like more than 1 year, and I've reached 120 kg. And then that was a bell of danger for me. So I started to see what are the things that I can do, and intermediate fasting helped so much. It
Yes.
really helped in even my mood, because my mood used to be like very bad when I sit from my sadness. And then I started doing a cleansing with the herbs. So I started reading more about herbs and I started educating myself more. And with that, I've reached to 112, which is now what I have. And but I started to see the difference in my skin, in my bowel movement, in my energy level, in my sleep patterns, and even in my mood. So my mood started to be much better. I'm having ashwagandha. Moringa is one of the things that I love,
Perfect.
and I keep taking it. Ginger, turmeric, and pepper. Cinnamon is my favorite, and there is the red ginseng, which is again it's energy booster. Chilange I take sometimes, and I like to take them from natural sources. So I don't like the supplements that they sell. I don't trust them, to be honest. If they make money out of it, so they will make me addict to it. This is my full trail thought. So I started taking things from natural. Rosemary, I love green tea, I love so much. And yeah, and with that, I started to get the cravings so much. Even my periods started to be more regular. The pains, I used to have bad cramps. The pains started to reduce. Beetroot was very important for my progesterone hormone as well, because I have that migraine, and I started to understand that the migraine is coming from low levels of progesterone. Progesterone. I hope I'm pronouncing it the right way. And then even like all like the cysts that I used to have, like the pimples, start to go away. I used to have very much of hair loss, like my hair used to go down the drain. So one of the things that I started to see that my hair is not losing and started to gain its strength back again, my fingers. Yeah, it's a long way. So, I love that, one of the things that I was I felt it was a call from divine that all of us started along the same time. So I felt it's more like Dada is taking the toll of it. And I love this so much. I can't thank him, seriously. Thank you.
And
So
he
now,
said,
yes, yes.
he said, Hinchi, this year we really have to get our body healthy. We
Yeah.
have to prepare our physical existence for the energy that is coming now, that we can make it with our body into the divine age. And when Dada said this many years ago, I was laughing and I said, well, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, I'm ready. But for the body, really have to be strict with me. You have to help me because I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
And
and
now it
especially
happened.
with the food, especially the processed food, because being a working person with no one, I'm a single person who lives alone, then it is quite difficult to have that kind of discipline, because I just want something fast, something fulfilling at the same time. And this is where I started to see that I'm eating lots of processed food, ordering from outside. I don't cook at all, although I love cooking. But now, with what you have said, again, with the detox of those herbs, I started to see the difference, the pains that I used to have, like sometimes there would be some stings in my body that has completely gone, like some numbness as well that has completely gone. So I
Wonderful.
think now the second stage is, moving into keto. It's a bold move for me, but I'm ready for it.
Very
Definitely.
good. Very, very good. It will help and it will transform the body in a very quick way, in a healthy way. And you start a complete new life. I really can tell you, new life. So I had a size in Europe, we have 44 a size. So I was almost 44. This is really fatty. And now I'm on 36. So this is, I can wear the trousers of my children and they come into my room and I into their room and we exchange. It's so good.
Yeah. I love it.
And you will see it's easy. Once you understand a little bit what you can eat, and there is a lot things we can eat, it's simple, it's easy, it's super fast. In between, when you feel, I want to have something, open up nuts, walnuts, almonds, you can eat. Super healthy, fat source, nutrition source, fast
Yep.
cooking.
Next retreat, all of us looking very nice.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Sexy
people
lady.
come and say, "What are you people? You look so much younger than we. How is this possible?" Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
fine.
Exactly.
It's inner
But truly, when
transformation.
I saw your pictures, it is. But when I saw your pictures, Andrea and Herbert, I was just like, what they're doing is actually not only working, it is magic.
It
It
is
is wow.
magic. It is magic. You know that what we worked for 10 years with Tata Shriji in the inner transformation. It was not shown in the body. In the
Mm-hmm.
body, there were only painful stories and a lot of medicine issues. And the doctor said you have to take these pills lifetime. And I was really desperate. And now the body came in alignment with the inner state. And now it's easy. Now we can work. Now we can have the full power and energy to help humanity and also to be the shining light. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give hope. So let's do it, sisters.
Yes.
Any more questions? If there are no questions, if the questions are coming later on, you just put it into the WhatsApp group if you want. We are there. And we wish you a beautiful night, evening, morning, wherever you are in the moment. We are going now to the evening. So all the best to you. And I'm happy if you want to share then your success with us, because
Yes.
your success is motivating everyone.
And let's celebrate the success.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. And as said, if you have any questions, please put it in our WhatsApp group and we are thrilled to answer.
Yes, and if you have friends, they have the same need to change something and don't want to do it alone, you want to build it up in your region, just come in contact with us and we make again such a webinar so that everyone can profit from it.
Super.
Fine.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. See
Thank
you.
you.
Alessia, you can come on the 25th if you want. We have the keto brunch in our home again. So we make once a month a keto brunch where we prepare some food that is keto
Yeah.
and invite everyone who wants to taste it or who is already in ketosis and wants to share the experiences.
I will do my best for the next one, but this one I'm going out of town, but
Oh,
next time for sure I'm in.
Okay.
okay. See you
Thank you
later.
so much. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
You.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Dada Sharanam.
Dada
Dada
Sharanam,
Sharanam.
Amanitachi.
Dada Sharanam.
One
Dada
question.
Sharanam.
Tahini, sesame is good, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And it's good fat. It's not the bad fat, right?
No, it's a good fat. I use it a lot.
I
Whenever I put, for example, mushrooms, I just made a salad before salad, spinach, and I put mushrooms in a pan with olive oil, and there I put sesame seeds. It's a super nice nutrition source. Yes.
Thank you so much.